Girls, ladies and gentlemen.
You sound like something from Star Trek or something.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Line on the Eddy Family Farm.
Oh,
Hopefully.
what's the real name?
Oh, Neil and them are live. I didn't even see that.
Ooh, Neil's on Dean's Love. Well, I missed him.
Sure did. I didn't get
I can't even remember my channel's name. I'm bad. Okay.
No, Dan, we don't do that kind of stuff.
Brandon does. Stephanie doesn't.
We're sitting here watching, listen to Dean and Neil.
Oh, I gotta add.
Hey guys, how are y'all? Okay. Well, sorry about that, Neil and Dean. I did not realize y'all was live. We just got in the house. We've been doing chores and siding in those long irons. Ed Kirkpatrick just left, and that's. I guess that's why we wasn't in it. Hopefully, everybody's doing wonderful. I know we missed a bunch at the very beginning. There's
Well,
Tina,
Kay, Wanda,
Chris, Connie,
Dusk,
Nancy.
Mary, Kim. I'm not even seeing any of those names. Oh, you didn't go all the way to the top.
Oh.
Jacob. Hey, everyone. Getting in here. Okay, so did the guys finish up the priming of the house?
No, not yet.
Almost.
Which was mine. We have to go to town tomorrow and get baseboard first thing for the garage.
Where do you get that?
And
in our town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time they open?
8:00.
Okay. I'm gonna drop the kids off and then.
Yeah. Hello, Nancy, DC. Good evening, Brendan and Stephanie. How are y'all doing tonight? The house is looking great. We are doing wonderful. It has been a crazy, crazy weekend, but we've had so much fun. And we've been on the water fishing, catching all kinds of fish.
I caught them all.
Yeah. So we'll let everybody get in here. We'll show some sneak peeks because, yeah, we had a blast.
Kathy said was watching Eddy Family Farm video. You
Oh.
see how she turned you off to turn me on.
That's right.
Let's get down here before I get crazy. Kay says Kayson get his traps set.
Yes,
He's been setting them, a bunch of them everywhere.
Yeah. That was in today's video.
Stanley, hi guys from Angelton, Texas. I finally made it on time.
Awesome.
That was a nice fishing trip that you guys took.
So I will say on the video I posted today, I was really short on time. That video I edited. We come home and got home about 1:40, 2 o'clock, somewhere in there, and laid down. I took a nap all the way till like 4:45, and then I got up and started editing and stuff because it's been busy. We went fishing Saturday.
Y'all went fishing.
We went fishing Saturday, which I put clippings in that last video that was uploaded on the main channel. There is going to be a full video about the fishing stuff. We went with Troy with realeasyfishing.com today. Oh my gosh, that was a blast. So much fun.
So much fun.
So much fun.
Tammy says I was in the middle of watching Brandon's video, catching all those fish.
Yes.
Hold on, I was hoping for you guys.
and I just put bits and pieces in it because I was in a hurry because I had to get the video uploaded. But we are fixing to get it all going.
Bonnie says, hello, Brandon Stephanie from Marietta, Georgia. How are y'all?
Doing wonderful. Wonderful.
Awesome. Susie says, good evening from Salem, Oregon. Love Kayson. He's my boy.
It says, hello from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. I love watching all the time from the beginning, the love of the family. Well, thank you so much.
Mary says, I do believe that you will be in the new house by Kayson's birthday. That would be a great birthday gift for Kayson.
Oh, that would be amazing.
If we did that, we could just have a moving birthday party.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Hello from Central Pennsylvania. PG, how are you?
Chris said, you better put a few fish back so I can catch one too. Hey, Kayson, we had, and not meaning to, I guess it's just the way we worded it, but he really thought that, like, we fished out or whatever, so we couldn't catch any more fish. So he believed that was all the fish in the lake.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
No one else could catch any more. But we was talking about none of us could catch any more. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was an awesome case. Oh, darn it. I was hoping for you guys. Hi, guys.
Kayson caught a raccoon.
He hasn't yet, but he's trying. He is trying.
Bethany
Ricardo. Hello, Brandon Stephanie.
Bethany says, nice to meet y'all from Tishomingo, Oklahoma.
Nice to meet you as well.
Connie, you have a time keeping bulls on your land. Is it possible Bushwacker is headed for freezer camp like Fred?
No, he's not. We're actually in the books of trying to find a couple British white that are a little bit about his size. And then we're going to put him in these. And that's the deal. When we got Bushwacker back over here, we put him in the panels, and he was good. We're going to have to put him in the panels. I'm going to have to work with him a little bit before the kids get back around because he did get a little testy, yes.
But and that's what we thought that Showtime was about his size. We didn't realize it till we got him home, and we was like, oh, she's little.
Yeah.
There's Ed Kirkpatrick says, howdy, Kevin. I've got a few videos to catch up on. Spent my weekend training and judging knots and jackknife skills to our local Girl Scouts.
Awesome. That's me. I've got videos to catch up on as well. I'm telling you, I'm wore out, tired, but I had to work last night, and it didn't dawn on me when Ed called and said, hey, coming down, go fishing Monday. I was like, yeah, sure. Told him, Kayson was going to go Monday, and then he took Leighton Saturday, and it wasn't it says Sunday morning, or it was, Sunday morning. I woke up. No, it was, I don't remember. I said, well, if we're going fishing Monday, I work today, and that means we got to leave at 4:30 to get to the fishing place.
And he works till 2.
And I work until 2. So it was a pretty long day. That was the reason for the long nap.
And I think Brandon was getting real anxious about, like, he was a little worried he'd be getting called out, like 2 a.m. in the morning or something, because then you never know what time he'll get home.
Yeah, you just never know.
Florida's getting ready to have a hurricane either Wednesday or Thursday.
Wow. Maybe send some rain up this way.
I love watching both your channels. Love seeing the animals and great family dynamic. Can't wait until you all get the beautiful new house. You're in the new house.
I was watching your video yesterday. You were just sending the drone up when I got the notice you were live. Yeah. And I'm going to go back. That video has got like 3 days in it. But there's more footage. I'm going to put all the way into everything. There's more drone footage. I just didn't have time to line everything up. But we chased Bushwacker for a good while.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, Norma, Sherry, Eva.
What are you guys going to do if he makes the cows have babies. So
Well, that's what we want him to do.
I think what he's taught, probably since they're over there with 2 heifers.
There's nothing we can do. They just get a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's one thing that.
But that
he's like they're twice his size.
Yeah, it happened last year.
Yeah.
A black Angus bull got over there, and he bred both of them. One of them actually had a calf, and there's another bull running around too, but it's actually pinned up in there. I don't know.
Bushwacker didn't, did he?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you just said.
No, that black Angus, the little bull that's pinned up in that little ribbit. That's what happened.
Oh, you found that out?
Yeah, I knew that. Sheriff told me.
Yeah. I didn't know that. You don't talk to me though.
Peggy says, popping over here from Random Things I Do live with Neil's Adventure. I've got to go back and watch that. When I actually come in, it actually pops up right here on the screen. But we lost power last night too, so
only for a little bit.
Hello, great to see you guys making blanket for granddaughter.
Oh, I was going to read it. Get your buddy with the horse and rope Bushwacker and drag his hiney back to the pen.
I actually talked to the sheriff about that last night. We had something going on, and sheriff had to come out, and I told him, I said, Kayson said we might just go roping.
It is a size difference. I wouldn't worry unless you see him packing a ladder across the field. On South Georgia, yet again, we are preparing for a hurricane coming up from the Gulf.
I know that hopefully it doesn't do any damage.
Have you
noticed it's getting darker early? Definitely see another season coming in. Yes, it is getting darker earlier, which I do not like because it's hard to get things done, but well, I just have to deal with it. It's raining.
What?
Dean, there you are. I apologize. I missed you live. Neil, I missed y'all's live. I will have to go back and watch that.
Where I live in Kansas, we got over 8 inches between Saturday and Sunday. How's the sick chicken rooster doing? I can't remember which kind it is.
The cowboys, he's done a little bit better, but he's just real he's not the same cowboy. I guess as he's getting older, he's more standoffish. He does sleep out front here, but during the day he goes over there and he stays, and he really doesn't interact as well.
Ada says I'd lock up the step stool just in case. Nikki, it's pouring here in Cordova, Alaska. Wish I could send you some. Eric says we're waiting to find out how bad the storm is going to be down here. They're officially named it Helene.
Helene. Wow, that's.
Love you, family and farm and animals and Bushwacker. Love guys so much. Christy from Texas.
From Texas.
I didn't catch that it is Cowboy that is sick.
I say he's sick, but he's just real. You can tell how I
think he's getting old.
He's getting old, but you can tell how he holds his head. It's not like up. Hello, I just started seeing you. This is my first for me. Hello from Middletown, Ohio. Well, thank you so much for stopping in.
Kevin said if you can catch Bushwacker, I'll send Kimberly out there with a couple of sheets. She'll have him caught in no time.
I know. Y'all did a good job with that MU.
Ben, love the house. It is coming along so well. So excited to see the finish and y'all moving in. Did you by chance ever say what color the paint is going to be? Are the kids going to be able to pick? So I think you said it's like an off-white.
It's an off-white color. we can't change, just due to the contract, we can't change the color until after a year.
Yeah. And then even at that, I think they said it needs to be a normal color, doesn't it?
No.
No.
In theory, we
It
can
needs to
we
be.
we can do what we want. They said that we don't have to give them the gate code.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but
we will.
there's no reason to be that way. Um,
But need pink
Watching
walls
from
everywhere.
Alaska. Hello, Eddy Family. Hello from Virginia. Love seeing your children's face, seeing the walls put up in your new house. I know it's been a amazing, and I've been working on the time lapse, and it's just so cool to watch it go up. In the time lapse, I say a time lapse, but it's like a video of the whole house going up, and I hope people like it. But it's going to be super super long. But for the ones that didn't get to see every bit of it, it's going to all go together.
I saw the video of your family and the farm on Route 66. Did the canoeing and kayaking looked so fun but tiring.
That's
It
the first
was.
time I've ever done that.
Kayson wants one, like a kayak, almost every birthday.
Yeah, but
we don't really do any water play around here. I mean, if it is, it's like pools or splash pads, stuff like that. Or if we go actually to somewhere that already has kayaks.
one that says you need a stronger fence for Bushwacker. Yes, and we've got like all those panels out here. That's all temporary fence there. I think we're going to go ahead and keep those as fences, but we will eventually come in and put pipe in and make it permanent. And those panels there, we will use to start going around the whole property, so we can actually have it animal proof. Now, granted, some animals can come in, but you know, one thing we messed up at the beginning is we bought the wrong panels. At the bottom, they got the big squares, like the 4x4 or 8, however wide they are. We should have got the small ones because that's the reason why the baby goats are going through them. Now, when we buy them, I think Barbara sent a Tractor Supply card up there, and we literally bought every bit of it in panels. I think we got almost 30 something panels, so that got us a long ways.
Kevin said put the kayak in the pool. Hey, if we had that pool from the state fair, a kayak would fit in that thing.
We need Kayson to get some of these bears walking around here in Alaska. I bet he wouldn't be scared.
Yeah, Kay says dig your pond out like Daniel and have a mini lake.
Yeah, well, got a video coming out here pretty quick. And we have been doing some digging on the pond over here, but that is because we bought some bentonite, and we're going to be, or bentonite, however you say it, and we're going to layer the bottom with it, and then hopefully it will start holding the water. We will see.
But with a nice pool, we'd all be over having pool parties.
But that video is already shot. It actually has a ad coming in it, in which this is what we have needed from day one. It is amazing that now we have our whole property. There's 8 cameras up now. You cannot go anywhere on our property without passing a camera. If you come into our property, you're going to pass one, or you're going to be picked up by 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras before you get to our house.
Super long doesn't matter. You can always come back to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the video.
Yeah.
When you get the pond built back up, then Kayson can put a kayak in it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but it's just real snaky, and
Jennifer
I don't like it.
Says, I love watching both your channels. Love seeing the animals in your great family dynamic. Can't wait until all of you are in your beautiful house. I know it's so getting so close. But there's several of y'all in here. Oh, that's what the mango looks like. That's not.
That's gross. I was going to read something and then it scrolled away. Becky said, I'm interested in watching a fast forward version of the house coming together. That would be awesome. I feel the same way. I'm excited to see it. I painted my living room and 2 hallways white. I like it. The guest bath, I am in process of painting like a jalapeno jelly color like that as well.
Left and right.
Brennan, are you getting ready for deer season? We are 3 weeks away here in North Carolina.
We are getting ready. It's coming along pretty good.
Well, did not know you were on. Was watching Brandon's last video. I love saying that. Any updates on the chicken barn?
I got to show y'all this one deal for Kayson and then the rest. Look at him. Just bringing them in. Left and right. Boy, he was so happy. Good job, son. Yeah, he was happy. I'll show you bits and pieces of it and then. What did you say? Oh, okay. Good evening, Eddy Family.
You could have did that. You could have showed that. The chicken barn.
What about it?
How's it coming along?
The chicken barn, the one we're going to be putting the incubators in, we're getting ready to put some lights and stuff in it. We got to get some paneling to go up on the walls. We've already got the floor down, as y'all seen, but we're going to start on a large chicken cage as well.
How's your leg doing, Stephanie? It hurts, but I feel like it is getting better. But I did go to the doctor today. I thought it was Tuesday, but I guess it was Monday. I got a notification. Luckily, it was in the evening after we got done with fishing. She kind of felt like a clicking in my knee, like right underneath the kneecap. That's where it hurts, like where it bends. And so she kind of felt that. So she sent me over to get imaging because I have to go to the next town over to the hospital to actually do the imaging. So I did that, and I have an appointment next week. So she said if I call you, then I probably found something. We need to figure out what the next steps are, or like if they just need to do something. But if I don't call you, then you're fine. Nothing's going on. I kind of wish they would call either way because it puts my mind at ease, but I'm also not one to dwell on what they have to say because if I can walk on it, I'm fine. So I think it's going to be fine. Now the peeling, the scab and stuff is starting to peel away. I've been hydrogen peroxiding it all up and keeping it kind of wet and moist from that to kind of keep it clean. I've really been using a lot of it too to kind of get off that liquid Band-Aid and kind of let it air out and stuff too. When decorating your home, don't forget that people's tastes change. Have fun. Great you have that many cameras. Paddle boats would be good for him and motion therapy. Yeah. Do they have small paddle boats? I know they have long ones where they're like adult reach, which he is a long kid, but not that long. That would be really good, actually, because he rides the bike. Actually, you know what? He hasn't been riding the bike at therapy.
Here's y'all another little bit. Look at it. Kayson got him one. He's reeling it in. There at one time we had 3 or 4 of them on at one time, so it was pretty neat.
But what was I
Something about riding a bicycle.
Oh, he started out physical therapy riding the bicycle every morning, and then he'd move on to doing his hands and just kind of, I think that was more for his hips because they're doing his hips and his legs. And so, I mean, they're not doing the pedaling, I think, because they're doing more leg exercises and stuff throughout the whole therapy session.
Ron says, I have to say, your new house or new home is gorgeous, looking beautiful, setting up on that hill. Yes, it is amazing. I absolutely. But when you pull into the property and see it, it is. Oh, our Wi-Fi is messing up. Let me move some of this stuff and see if that'll help.
Sometimes I think it's almost like an auto thing because you put the phone up to the camera and it's like zoning out once you do that.
Well, I mean,
Like autofocus.
the other night it actually changed and it got better. So maybe it's, it is kind of cloudy tonight. Now that's going to bother me so bad. But anyways, y'all can get the blur of us, I guess. I'm not going to let it affect me for sure. Brandon, try. Go ahead. What?
Bethany said, I want to see where you got hurt. I'll have to send you a picture because I can't lift my leg that high. I can't. I mean, I'm bending it a lot better and I'm walking almost without a limp now, but I just can't get it that high.
Brandon, try that new night vision sensor on the turtles in the pond. It might help. Yes, and not only that, we actually sighted in our infrared deal tonight as well. Ed come out and helped us. We're thankful of that as well. Is Leighton getting ready to go hunting? Yes, we are. We are getting ready to start cleaning our area up back there where we're wanting to start putting a deer blind and stuff up. And hopefully after that, we can get some deer in, which this area is all covered in trees. And I'm going to leave it covered in the trees, but cleared out because a lot of those big deer will stay there during the morning time because it's still dark and they feel, like they're not out in the opening. Yes, the cameras are amazing and we're very thankful of them. And, that's one thing when the Wi-Fi should be better now, it says. I just sent Wi-Fi people a message and they said it should be better. Not really, but it sounded good. We're on live. So when they reached out, I was like, of course. And which there's 2 or 3 different companies we work with the cameras. Not only does it help the farm, protect us, but that's what allows us to buy more animals and take care of the animals. So it's a great opportunity both ways for us.
Nick has always said we dealt with that stuff last night. Internet service drives me nuts. Carla says, hi, Steph and Brandon. Watch y'all all the time. Y'all inspire me to be better. I am so excited about y'all's new home. Could not happen to better people. Hope the kids are doing good. God bless.
Yes, they are doing wonderful. Yeah, last night I didn't get to do much. Sometimes I will kind of take a break and kind of sit back and go through and watch videos, especially when we go eat or whatever. Get a glimpse of them, or some of the lives I actually will listen to while I'm driving. But we had a serious deal going last night, pretty much tied up all shift. But it's unfortunate that some people get to that point in life that they are ready to go, and that's just not the right way to go.
When's opening season? What youth was what, like October 17th? 17th.
I think so.
Yeah, October 17th. But then like actual whatever hunt is November 20 something, I think. We was looking at it the other day. How's the leg doing? It's doing fine. Went to doctor. They took some x-rays and I should, or I guess I shouldn't hear anything because no news is, or
No news is good news.
Yeah, no news is good
Ken
news.
says, hello, Eddy Farmers. Love your videos from Pennsylvania. Well, thank you so much. Ellen, how are you? Hello, Granny Ellen from Florida. Getting closer. God is good. Amen to that.
Stephanie, when you get the house, or when you get ready to decorate, do an Amazon wish list and we can do a virtual housewarming. Well, I have most of an Amazon wish list put together. It's so hard. Like, I'm looking for curtains for like the kids' room to put on there, but I went and measured the rooms or the windows and they're so different. Like, I think they're going to be too long or too short. I don't know. I don't know if they're just weird windows that, I don't know. I got to figure it out though.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing that's holding me up from going ahead and throwing it out there. Good evening, live from the Eddy Family Farm. As much as Stephanie is young, and y'all need to go get y'all a nap every day. Everyone loves y'all, and it will be okay. Nana from Arkansas.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's something about just sitting down. I guess your body just, because we come home and you got a little nap after your doctor's appointment. You guys are awesome. Glad to see your house is built. Yes, it is amazing, Dennis.
Just buy some material and sew them some curtains. Yeah, go ahead and do that, Kevin. I ain't doing it. I ain't got time for that. Just finished another video on the house build, trying to catch up still.
Yes, it's amazing. Which the house stuff is kind of dwindling down now because they will paint it. For some reason, the seller didn't come in this weekend, and then it rained, so maybe that's the hold up. Hopefully, this week they'll be getting that going.
You and Kimberly can have a craft day.
Yeah.
No.
Start making your own clothes.
Nope. If you use too much peroxide, it eats the scab off. Then it takes longer to heal. Scab should actually fall off. Better to use Neosporin on it to help for no infection. Yeah, there's been Neosporin on it. I have some in my top drawer over there. It's my junk drawer, and I was just giving it an extra clean tonight.
Steph, when you get ready to decorate, do an Amazon wish list. Is that the same one or a new one?
Yep. I looked out, and my middle daughter taught herself to use a sewing machine and loved it, so she does all my curtains. See, I can sew to get by. Like, we had sewing class. What is it? Home ec.
I don't
Back
know.
in school.
I didn't have that.
I think it's home ec, where like we took babies home and they did a sewing, they did a cooking part. Anyways, like we sewed a pillow and put the stuffing in it and sewed it all together, and mine turned out actually really good. But I'm just not one to do that.
Steph, do y'all have a Home Depot? We bought curtains there. They measure them too. Huh? We do. We actually do. Well, it's not in our town, but we can drive to it. Yeah. Will you be doing cooking videos in your kitchen? I hope so. I love y'all a bunch. We will probably do some videos, with us cooking and stuff like that. It's going to be so amazing. I can just see the bar. It's going to be awesome.
Leah sewed aprons. I love that. Yeah, I did it in Missouri when I lived there my 6th and I think it was my 7th grade actual year though, because 7th grade was middle school there. And we did it there. And then I get back down here to Oklahoma and that first year that I get here, they had to do budget cuts or whatever, and that was one of those things that they were like, nope, we don't need this. And I'm like, yeah, we need that more than you need anything else.
Rebecca says, nice blinds are great to start off with, yes.
Yeah, we will have good blinds.
Says, I lucked out. My middle daughter taught herself how to use a sewing machine and loved it. So she does all the curtains. That's awesome.
Get out your measuring tape, and then she deleted it. When will your kitchen cabinets and stuff come in? I don't know.
Don't know that.
I wonder if it would actually. I guess it can be before or after the floor.
Yeah.
It don't really matter.
Ruby says, Cherokee, North Carolina. Glad you got your house. Yes, we're super excited about it.
Vicky says, did y'all get rain yesterday? Finally got some in North Texas. Yep.
We got about an inch and a half.
Yeah, we got a good thunderstorm did you hear much thunder after I went to sleep? Okay. Well,
there's a lightning show though.
Yeah, it was a really good lightning show. So I had the door open and I love thunderstorms or lightning storms, whatever. And shadow kept coming in. So I guess I need to get a baby gate.
Sorry, my message left. If you have Home Depot, they will measure and install them for you. We did that.
The same one you said a minute ago about Home Depot.
Love watching your videos. Grew up on a farm. Can't even walk in the yard right now. Going through breast cancer treatments. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. We will definitely keep you in our prayers. I hate to hear that with anybody going through anything with the C word.
Ed said, I'm listening now. Biscuits in the oven, now scrambled eggs and some blue and gold sausage thanks to the Eddies.
Yeah, we gave him a couple sticks.
You should have stayed here and cooked for me, Ed.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Come on now.
What he did, because I told him yesterday when I went to work, I said, well, I get time, I'll swing by. So he actually cooked. I didn't get to go by there, but he's like, hey, man, I got some leftovers down here at the cabin. And or not leftovers. He said he cooked some extra, but
look, he don't need
we
no
was
more
tied
food.
up on the call.
Blue and gold sausage is the best, Lori says. Stephanie, Walmart has curtains for children online. I may have to look at that and maybe, I don't know. I was just trying to do Amazon just because a lot of people have been talking about or asking like what their kids' rooms are gonna be decorated in and everything. So I wanted to get stuff up there so it'd be just one big Amazon list and not have it everywhere.
And that's the deal is we have no room to put anything right now, so we have to wait until like the week or two before. Hopefully they let us know. Well, I guess once they get the paint and the floor in or the cabinets, we will know it's getting close, so we'll kind of go like that.
Yeah. Cassie's in here, says, hey, love your shirt, Steph. Gotta get to bed.
All right. Thank you so much for stopping in.
I love it too. It's farm life, people. Duh. Should have put duh real big. Duh.
It cost us around $125 for long curtains. Wow.
I thought that was thunder. Everybody saying good night, Cassie. You might consider to go ahead and post your list for now and add as you figure out what else you need once you move in. Some of it won't be evident until that time. That's true.
Yeah.
We could.
How much you got on it? I guess we do have we do have that back barn, that shed behind the house now.
Oh yeah.
It's got a door on it. It's got a door on it. So just depends on what all you got on it.
I think that was this one. But I did some curtains, like these ones would go in the garage. But there's a few that I want to take off though. Like that's for our bathroom.
Right.
but one or the other.
Hey, Cassie. Good night, Cassie. Good night, Cassie.
Yeah, that's it though. So I don't have the actual curtains on there yet.
Tim said, "Hey, Stanley, put the Grounds family on your list of YouTube channels, please. They're good friends of the Eddies. Yes, awesome people. Everybody in here is our really good friends. I see Cassie said, duh, Stephanie, fantastic. Yes, really good friends. I'll tell you, it's so amazing how social media has connected us with so many people around the world that we get to talk to and interact with. Oh yeah,
Like them curtains. Look at my curtain. That's for the kitchen. Maybe you can't really see it. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know about the kitchen. I don't want to look at a rooster every time I walk in.
Do you ever go to the kitchen?
I will.
Besides the cabinet?
I will when I get a kitchen.
You gonna do dishes? Look at that best friend for Kayson.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I'm headed to bed. East Coast, getting late. Good night. All right. Good night, Shannon. Home Depot, my whole new house. I put 2 inches white bead 4-bedroom for $300. Wow. Your Sunday video was amazing. I love watching you with the animals, Brandon. I am impressed with your farm. It's beautiful. Well, thank you, Trish. In today's video, it has been a while since I've actually walked around like I did this morning or yesterday. And, that's my morning routine. I do it all the time. So I don't film it because I really just like the one-on-one time with the animals. And that's one thing I was talking to Kevin tonight, that really lucky that Steph's here every day with me, because when we record, she gets to help record, and when we're doing projects, it makes it a lot easier. So that's one thing that makes it so much better for the main channel, is y'all get the live shots, live views, and things like that.
Keep down on the utility bill. Keep your house cool. The blackout curtains are the best. In Texas, blackout curtains are our best friends.
Yeah, yes. That's good, especially when you have to sleep during the day. My 5-year-old grandson loved your videos. He loves all the animals. He can't get enough of them. Well, that is awesome.
Cassie says, if you're in the middle of nowhere, no one can see in. I know. It wasn't. Those ones were really just to darken the rooms for like nighttime. But also, the garage, that's where he's going to spend most of his life probably editing, since that's where the computer's going. And yeah, he likes it kind of dark. Yeah, makes it easier. Kevin, you're a bad influence. He said, Cassie, you might as well stay. Sleep is overrated. Doesn't that sound familiar? Yeah, it was today. Ginger. I'm talking about, you're always telling me you sleep later. Yeah. Is the house storage building door going to have a bottom seal in it, so the mice and other rodents can't get in and destroy things? Cold weather is coming. There is that. It does have a rubber seal in it. Yes, it does have that. I'm kidding. Gary would live in a cave too. Don't go on Kevin's sleep schedule. Nick said, nope. And that's the deal. And I actually was talking about that the other day too, is how my sleep schedule used to be like his, but now it's kind of getting in a routine. And not unless I got videos to edit, but then I try to not edit when I'm sleepy, because like I just fall asleep right here while I'm editing. And yeah. It was a nice video, Brandon. Thank you. Jan said, Steph, make it a timeout room. That's a good idea. It can be a timeout room, because when the kids are bad, I can send them in there with you.
Yep, that's fine. I'm gonna have me a couch recliner and the TV in there, and I'm gonna
You
get
ain't
me.
having all the above. You'll have maybe
Edward said,
a
"Are you
couch.
going to have a big Thanksgiving dinner in your new house?" I sure hope so. We should. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to talk to Dad and them and see.
Yeah. I bet he'll be excited just to bring some food over. Dean says, I'll be right back. I've got a guinea running across the kitchen.
Run across the kitchen.
Why did that prepare? Why did they prepare the pad for the house so far ahead of starting to build the house? I'm catching older videos because I haven't been with you long. Is it raining? At first I thought it was a car driving.
The pad. I get. I don't know what pad you're talking about. The house
pad
pad.
to the house.
Why did it take so long?
Yeah, like the pad to the house was up for a long time before the house actually started building.
Oh, they just go in. They have 10 houses in the building at once, so then they try to get all the contractors lined up.
Nick said, Rhett refuses to go to bed until I tell you he likes your shirt. He specified Brandon, not Stephanie.
Well, thank you.
Cassie says, fine, Rhett. You like Hidden Heights better. I see. That's all right, Cassie. If I was wearing my shirt, he'd like it better.
How is the turtles? The turtles are really, really bad right now. I've been using a lot of lead.
Window coverings are something you don't buy often, so get some you like. That is true. I hope Kayson catches something in his trap. He is such a good kid. I did post a chicken for him. Oh, did he say that on your video?
Yeah.
Addison actually went in there and she said, leave a comment. And I was like, I knew she was talking about, like, she wanted a picture or something, but she forgot to, like, say what she wanted.
Judy said, Stephanie, I'm glad y'all took my suggestion about naming the turkey Tom, being y'all have Jerry is Bushwacker back. No, he is not back yet, but we are trying. We are trying. I got an area made for him. Maybe now this was a busy weekend, so we'll get back on schedule, get on track, and try to get him back over here this week, hopefully.
Jacob asking Cassie, how's the new van doing? Like, must be nice. No.
Not yet. Not yet. One of these days.
The doorknob will put a hole in the wall. Can you put a door stopper? They'll have them in there. That's one of the things that they get.
There is a door stopper, and then they also have a plate that goes there. It says chickens are so cute in the kitchen. I had that before. In 45 years of my marriage, I've changed my decorations more than a few times. I'm not a big decorator. You all right?
Mm-hmm. It's starting to get better, so I'm like using it more, and that time I shouldn't have used it like I should used it. Bushwacker is ornery as they come. Yeah. He's like his owner.
But that's the deal is I wish that didn't have the hay out there, because every time I went over there to try to get him, I went several days in a row, and they would run straight to the hay. And once I couldn't go out there because I didn't want to tear up the man's hay field. That would have been very, very bad. So,
if I may ask, what drone do you use?
I use a
DJI.
A DJI Maverick Pro, and you would think
Mini.
You would think they would be really, really big, but that is my drone. Oh yeah, it crashed. But it still flies just
When did that one crash?
That was when they was putting the plumbing in the house and I was flying it around. But I just
Oh,
looked.
yeah.
I might be able to get a replacement for it, but we'll see. I'm wanting to get me a different drone. It's a little bit bigger, but it's not vision. And that would be wonderful for the property because I could fly it around and it would have not vision stuff. And I could also use it for work. But we'll see. Maybe one of these days.
Kathy says, was the horse over there with Bushwacker? He was.
Yeah, he was.
I think what we decided, he probably went over there when those bigger horses came.
So what we ended up doing was Romeo, he will come to us. We ended up leaving that back gate open at
Bushwacker would come.
At the very beginning, hoping Bushwacker would come back because he did it the first time and we locked it up. But then we found where he went completely through a fence. He broke the fence that was up, but it was an old fence. So we're going to put him in the panels now, and at least until those cows get out of the heat, or if I get some older cows over here and they come in heat, he will stay over here.
What happened to the donkeys that were trespassing on your property? Those were horses.
No, there's donkeys.
Was there donkeys too?
There's mules.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ones that were with Romeo?
Yeah, that's the reason why they have the T in the back. Yeah. Those are donkeys.
What's the T?
The donkey T. There's a line on the back and they got two little lines on the side.
Oh. I guess I never look at a donkey. I know, I'm starting to wonder.
No, I figured they'd get to sleep because when Kayson got home, he slept with me for about 2.5 hours, and then I got up and edited the video, and he still slept for another 2 hours. So I was like, man, he's got to wake up or he will not go to sleep tonight. So hopefully he will go to sleep. Hi, Brendan and Steph. Lots of love from Kentucky. Well, thank you so much.
Brennan, you need to tell your neighbor that if he has a white male calf, that you would take it.
Yeah. It don't work that way. Unfortunately, they get to keep it.
A bed frame with a deep, wide drawer will help not to have to a bed frame and raise height.
Yeah. Brooke says, I must have missed it. What happened to Bushwacker, and where is he? He is in the neighbor's yard over there, just like Fred was. Once the cows come in heat, there was no keeping him over here.
Connie says, in my kitchen, I have a big metal sign spelling coffee with a steaming cup under the word coffee. So that's something I'm wanting to get, but it's going to end up being...
Hey, Gail, how are you?
I didn't even put none of that on my wish list because I didn't really think about it. But I was showing Brandon in between those two windows in the, I guess, office room. There's a really nice size where it could be like a little coffee bar, just because he's the only one that drinks it. So if anybody comes over and needs coffee, they can go in there.
Oh, your wish list shows up on mine too?
I guess so.
Well, I've got to
It's that one and...
Well, I'm getting to Kayson's because I told him that we're not going to do those big round pins no more, so I wanted to delete those.
Oh, gotcha.
I do not want no more. Those things were crazy.
Let her have her chickens if she wants. You'll be in the other room with your computer and TV and chair. Stephanie needs a happy room full of smiles in her kitchen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Y'all, man, it's so crazy. The feeling it's going to be just to get to move in that thing.
Trisha says, I see my buddy Badger's behaving. I just love him and Cowboy.
Guess is just popping in for a short high. So much going on. Hoping I get to catch up with the family and the house. My daughter-in-law is still in the hospital. Last night was a very, very dear friend, like a brother, was taken by chopper to the hospital. Oh my. We will definitely keep you and your family and friends in our prayers. Because sometimes it seems like when it rains, it pours, but hopefully that's ending soon.
Brennan, have you taken a feed bucket out there with you, like sweet feed and some treats? You know, he's about food.
Yes.
And especially treats.
We took a whole, and you will see, I might have.
Oh, it's Braylee moving. Braylee, I let her fall asleep in my bed tonight. Or in our bed.
I might have, which, once again, we did not get all the videos uploaded. I didn't put all of it in the video today. It is going to be coming out soon. But I will say I started getting kind of angry with him. Just a little bit. But we tried. I want to show y'all we tried. Trying to get to him. But there was one. It might be on your phone.
Is that a video on my phone?
No, it might be. Yeah, because I got them off yours. But as you can see, there's the treats right there. And Bushwhacker's right there. Look at him. And at one time, we almost had him separated. And he was focused on me. But he looked back and he seen those cows and he took off. And the first night that Ed showed up, we just took a ride, and I was showing Ed where Bushwacker was, and as soon as we went back there, he was there, and I actually got out, and I pet him on the head, and all of a sudden he just took off running. I had open heart surgery, 81 years young, about 4 days ago. Was released. He's on event. Please keep him in prayers. Yes, we will definitely do that. Yeah, she can have her chickens. A bed frame with deep wide doors. You already read that.
Yeah. Trying to get back to YouTube. Okay.
Let's see what the noise is.
It is Braylee.
No, that's it.
Oh. He's a bull. Girls or snacks? Girls always. Will your house have rain gutters? I believe so, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's sprinkling outside. Hopefully we don't have nothing out there. We shouldn't. We haven't been really anywhere besides. I mean, we haven't. We put everything up yesterday. That's what I'm getting at. I hear you talking about all the animals, Cowboy, Bushwacker, Tom, and Jerry, and have become attached to them. Their shenanigans have me laughing. Nope, Romeo, he's not back yet, but he comes right up. So we got to get him back this way. And then we just really been working on Bushwacker, I think. No, the neighbor has fencing, like a small fenced-in area up front, but not an actual corral. Hello, Robert. Yeah, it does remind you of, or remind me too, of when we got Fred. I'm really impressed with how fast the painters work. The house is coming together so fast. It's amazing. Brent, are you getting ready for deer hunting? We already been hunting here in Florida since August 3rd. It's crossbow.
No, well, yeah, we're getting ready to start getting everything cleared out and getting some feeders and stuff up, but I haven't yet.
We get a pic of a calf if he breeds with the neighbor's cows.
No.
Nope. That's one of those things. The cow is the one that's actually having the baby, so whoever owns the cow gets it. You need a friend who is a cowboy and has a rope. Yep, we have one, and I think he said earlier that he messaged him. We are praying for you and your family and your friend Gail. Yes. You are not a true cowboy till you are chasing a cow. I think you are doing that now. Sounds like you are having a rodeo with Bushwacker. My cousin's cow used to do the same thing and run to the next farm over. He said spraying lavender oil on the common fence line or fence opening, it deters them from getting one. You don't know if it works. Okay. Hey, it's worth a try. Your ponies and donkeys are beautiful. Their colors and sweet animals. Thanks, Jody. Finally got the feral one in bed. He said he was not being mean. Miss Cassie liked her shirt, so somebody needed to like Mr. Brennan's. I guess Brennan looked left out. Oh. I was getting over for you.
Just letting you heal up, you old cripple.
I'll be glad when you get duct tape on your mouth. It sounds like Lakeland may need to come through with the collab on a portable cattle corral.
Huh. Yeah.
You may get a bill if the neighbor didn't want a Bushwacker baby. Yeah, maybe. Should be eating while other people may be hungry.
Yeah, and just take your feed bucket after her.
And Billy said, snacks.
Had a sweet tooth.
So you see how he had to go to his unit to get snacks.
That's where I had them. But I got the wrong time the first time.
Those taste funky.
So I got all three kinds they had. I know which ones now, the dark colored ones.
Oh, let me have a dark one. I didn't get a dark one. What kind? They're asking.
It's just
Don't just be rude to me.
chocolate almond or almonds covered in chocolate. It sure does now. These mental illness people, younger kids, texting, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is, it's crazy.
My cousin.
Hey Robert, how are you?
Alicia says, my cousin, I just texted him and he said the lavender oil, straight up lavender oil. They don't like the smell of it, so it deters them. I live in the city, so I don't know, but he says it works.
Huh.
Like put it on the gate over there so they won't go through it. Might put it all around. Maybe cows don't like it.
Yeah.
I've heard about people planting lavender near every gate opening. I've heard that too, but I thought it was just maybe some, I don't know. No, it's not Whoppers. Nick said you can't bring them in the house if it's anything like our house. Kids can hear snack paper rattle from miles away. Yep.
Yes, we have it hidden. These are actually our tribe in our Chickasaw Nation actually owns their own chocolate factory, and they give us 20 pounds a month. So
Who? The sheriff's office?
no, I was just joking about that part. It'd be nice though. No, you go out there, they have it at their store. I know that was a late delay. I was reading a comment.
No.
You go out to the store and you put them in that bag and they weigh them. You didn't get a rope and rope him like Fred? No, but we're getting ready to because they just cut the hay.
Brennan, for what you want to do with your new drone, do you have your Part 107 drone certificate. If not, you need to check into it because you can get in big trouble with the FAA.
No, I don't have the 107. I have law enforcement. The course through the law enforcement one.
Snacking on microwave popcorn and Chihuahua.
And then a lot of people don't realize this, but now they have the one that if you buy one personally, you can actually fly it. You just got to take a little course online. But to make money or to use it for court purposes, you have to have the law enforcement one or the 107.
EA here says years ago we lived in an area where there was a farm on one side of the street and a highway or a high school on the other side, but between the field and the road was an abandoned house. The house had and he hasn't finished writing, man. What the house have? That's like a movie with the ending that makes you want to know what's going on next. Okay, a ton of daffodils. The bull would get loose, eat the daffodils, and get drunk. Then he'd wander over to the school and get in.
Huh. And that's another thing that they're talking right now was because we had an actual case come up with something like that. Somebody flying the drone, but they was on the outside of the reservation. But what they're saying is within the reservation, they don't have to go by it. But what got them was they're on the outside of the reservation. They're Native American, but they got in trouble on the outside of the Indian reservation.
Kevin Stephanie was like, if you've been getting 20 pounds a month, where you been hiding them? That's exactly what I was thinking. Debbie, have you tried the fruit popsicles called Outshine fruit bars? They're delicious. Those, yeah, you used to get them. Mm-hmm. The ones that were like nasty because they were like strawberry. But like
I love them.
Fruit. Yeah, you really liked them. I love chocolate, yummy, but no teeth, so no nuts. Going to have mint chip ice cream in a while. I don't have any snacks. I need some candy.
It's hard to keep them in.
We only got about half the hay that we normally get.
I was wondering what your neighbor thought about Bushwacker in the pasture with the cows. Some of the farmers would be really upset if they were trying to raise purebred. No, he's the one that actually told us just to leave him over there. He's perfectly fine. The two cows that are out there,
they're wild.
The grandpa used to own all the land. There used to be like 12 or 13 of them. And they just left the cows there, and they just die off.
Is it about the cow in the school? Every spring it happened. How do you get a drunk bull out of a school hallway? Laugh alone. I didn't know.
Brian said, Brandon, have you heard or seen Blake lately? Yes, seen him last night. He actually showed up to the call. Everybody showed up to the call last night. Just about.
Good old Hershey candy for me. Milk chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate person. It's too much. Now, ice cream, I can do some ice cream. Me and Kayson hope the kids are asleep because the other 3 kids went and stayed night with Nan and Papa. So Kayson was the only one here since we had to get up so early. And me and him went and stuck to Sonic and got some ice cream.
Dean says, so Brandon is trying to say he's got some wild girls next door. Yes, he does.
And he has Addison tried out her cake pop gift. I think she did over this it might have been yesterday. No, it was when we went to the state fair. They stayed the night with Nana and Papa also, or the couple nights. I think they tried them out.
Trish said they're talking about not allowing people to fly drones when they are wildfires. So many people were were causing all kinds of issues with helicopters and drop water. So
I can
yes,
see that.
but that's no problem at all. They don't even have to tell them they can't fly drones. With the tornado here, when the tornado come through, and they had we had aircraft in the air, um, that they actually put a what do you they put a geofence up, and within the radius of the tornado stuff, you couldn't fly a drone. It would stop immediately, not unless you had the password. But we had passwords for our drones.
Gail Addison is loving cheerleading. She is taking on the part of something like Bring It On and being super sassy. Like, if y'all, most of the guys probably haven't, but girls have watched Bring It On. There's like a bunch of them now, but the original one is the one that she's acting like. But she does it little, when she gets mad or I'll tell her to do something, she'll say fine and like flip that hair because she's always got her hair down and rolling them eyes, and she's turning into a preteen. So it's rough. It's very rough.
I thought I filmed at the game.
Addison flipping her hair.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Oh, did she flip it at the game?
I thought she did, but maybe not.
These ones.
Yeah, you show that.
Yeah, should I turn it up?
No, don't leave it up there very long, though. Look at her. So once we get everything, the games and all that put up, they will go to the members on the main page. So just some of it we can't put on actual because just some people are crazy.
I can see it. Come on, yell your colors out, red and white. Come on, yell your colors out, red and white.
Oh, so that's good. Good news about Bushwacker being there. Then some farmers wouldn't be. So I don't know. Maybe that's in other areas, but like around here, we have no issue. Like maybe it's because they know each other, but they all pretty much get along with everybody.
Well, great granddaughter only in it for 1 month, loves it, and she made captain of the team. Awesome. I don't know do we have captains?
Oh, I don't know.
I know right now, since they're younger, they don't. Because they just they do it by grade or whatever. They don't do captains. But once you get into high school, I don't ever recall any of them having a captain unless there is one. We're just not involved in it, so we don't know.
Brandon, has your area ever had trouble with people flashing lasers at helicopters? Not helicopters, but airplanes. Yes, we've had that issue.
That's just stupid.
And then, my biggest deal is with the BNSF Railroad. I cannot, they just irritate me. They think they own the world. But I just say that the other night. Well, it's been a couple months, but
yeah, she's a very pretty.
They called, and what do they call them? They said, we're coming through such and such town, and we got a rider, but they called them something on the train. BNSF is requesting your assistance. So I go down there. He gets off the train. He is a homeless man. He is an American citizen. So I get him off, and he's telling me he's trying to get to Chicago, and that his mom and aunt are sick, and he's just trying to get up with the family. So I end up getting him off, and he'd said he had been up for like 2 days. So I put him in the unit, and when I got him in the unit, he stunk so bad. It was horrible. And a matter of fact, I actually, once he's almost got in the unit, he was putting his bag in there. I said, hey, just a second. I said, I'm sorry. I mean, I usually don't do this, but I don't know what's on your clothes. Maybe you stepped in or sat in something, but I had to put some old paper towel stuff down. So we're starting to town, and NSF calls and says, we're filing charges on this guy, and we need you to take him to jail. I said, no, I'm taking him to town, and I'm going to get him something to eat. And he was like, no, we're filing charges. I said, well, if you're filing charges, you better come and meet us in town and pick him up, because I'm not filing no charges on him. Well, we're requesting you to file charges. And I said, okay, you requested. I'm not filing charges.
I denied.
They got so mad. And I said, matter of fact, I went into Walmart, got him some socks and a new pair of jeans, and took him to McDonald's. Pulled up McDonald's, get him something to eat. He asked for like a McDouble, and didn't even ask for a drink. He just wanted a hamburger. So I got him like 3 or 4 hamburgers and some fries, and got him a drink. So I took him up to the jail, and in the jail at the front we have a intox cell. So I didn't lie. I was like, okay, we're headed to the jail. He was like, well, okay, I want them charges. I said, I don't know about the charges, but he's going to jail. So I took him up there, and he got in the front cell, and he slept there for 2 or 3 hours. And once he slept, got a good night or got a good rest, we ended up picking him back up, and I took him down to the bus station, and we got him on up to, I think, around Oklahoma City. But yeah, they're so demanding. It's just like, you ain't going to call me. If you want to do that, come and get it yourself.
That's why Iris says she's a beautiful girl. Brandon, have shotgun ready.
Gail said, Brandon, are you going to be selling your hoodie and sweaters? Yes, we are going to do a pre-order here in the next few weeks. We just got 1, maybe 2 designs complete. They're ready. I got everything to send off for the shirts. We got to get 2 or 3 more, and then we will send those off, and we're going to do the pre-order. And then once we do that, we'll get a few extra. But after that, we're not going to care.
Are we going to do sweatshirts though?
We'll do the hoodie deals. It's just a pre-order.
Are we going to do just the regular logo like we've always had? Or are you going to do something you don't know yet?
I don't know. We'll see when they put it together.
I'm saying because it's going to be starting to get cold. We have a guy that keeps driving his 4-wheeler through the residential neighborhood at high speeds. He has been arrested once, but is back on the streets again. He has led the police red chases.
Oh boy, I wish you'd come down here.
I grew up on Generation X. They had to remind parents they had kids. Every night at 10, a newsman would come on. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
Yeah, somebody else used to say that on TV. I don't remember what it is.
So if I can picture you cheering along with her. Yeah, I do. It's just, even when, like, they'll be like, everybody, it's not everybody, what is it? Something stand up, and I stand up. Even though I'm not a cheer person, like, I was always the kid that was like, cheer is not a sport. It is not competitive. It is not, which now I know. I mean, I know it's competitive, but I was always that person. But I have a kid in it, so I do what she does. So,
General Akers said, "Good evening. Thank you for your service." Well, thank you, bud. How's the new? I know you said one of the cows is going to your brother-in-law's. And y'all was keeping one. They fitting in well.
Timu has a bunch of those nets that the girls want for the stuffed animals. Okay.
Katie said, Brandon, that's a beautiful thing that you did for that man. He is a human being. We need more people like you. God bless. Well, thank you.
Pam says, now that you have a paved road, are they still speeding by stuff? Yeah, so they're going faster. Now that the road isn't so bumpy, they're like, oh, yeah, get a fast road going. Can you send a text to me when you are starting?
Huh?
Might be talking to someone else.
We still have triple digits here. Too hot for hoodies.
Janet Akers says the girls are doing great.
Awesome. So that's the reason why we didn't get the hoodies last time, because it's too hot. But then Steph brought to my attention, was like, yeah, it's too hot here, but we have people all over the world. And I'm like, oh, you do have a point.
Yeah. He only listens to his wife. I just bought my first Temu, 2 shirts, and another order on its way.
Hebrews 13:2, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Yes.
And Lisa says cheerleaders used to be actually led the spectators, not just perform. Spectators were encouraged to participate. Oh.
I'm going to tell you what Shadow is. Now we got Shadow's going to have to get pinned up, because now when we start the vehicle to go down the roadway, she runs down the roadway
like a
after
dog.
the vehicle. So she's going to have to get pinned up. Gail said, if I was younger, I would buy land and get my grounds out of the city limits. City, so much going on. Yes, it is peaceful out here. It really is.
Christine says, good night. I need sleep. Alicia, hey, Brandon, Stephanie, did you get your gate fixed?
Well, no. We got it to where it's a little bit harder to push, but Ginger said maybe you should park your sheriff vehicle outside the gate. Yeah, we do. So I'll park it out there throughout the week, and they actually call it in. It's like, hey, I think you got a sheriff vehicle. So every now and then, if I think about it, I'll go out there and move it around a little bit. And then on Sundays when I work, they think it's just parked there. So I'm just sitting there, and here they come flying by. It's pretty funny.
Marla says, most of the news stations would say that. Stephanie, you are the mama that gets the stands involved. Colorado has snow in the high country above Denver.
I don't know if I want snow, though.
Stephanie, Temu has chicken blankets for Kayson. Have you seen Faith? He walked. Oh, the Walker's new donkey.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Brandon, did you get that pin to? Oh, yeah. Did you get the pin to lock up the feeder?
Huh?
Brandon, did you get that pin to lock up the feeder?
Oh, no. I did. I actually got a pin, but it was too big.
Oh, pin.
Yeah,
like a pin. Gotcha.
Brandon, in your area, do you arrest and release? No, we do not arrest and release. If you arrest somebody, they go to jail.
A few weeks ago, we had a bit of a fire scare. As I was going through stuff in my closet, I found a Southern Oklahoma meetup shirt.
Oh, I know. I wish we could do another one. It just so much goes into it, and maybe we can after we get into the house and get situated. I've talked to Kevin and a lot of the other people and see if that would be something, if they would like to come down and be here as well. And I'm sure everybody else would. So I think it's just getting things lined up and try to make plans so it's not crossing into another day.
Had to laugh. Showtime stealing food. It tastes better. Like them.
Yeah. She's something else, but she's really, really friendly, though. Oh my gosh, I wish they'd do that here. Yeah, well, I guess, no, it's not a real arrest, but so if you don't pay your fines and we stop you, you have a warrant, but it's a cite and release. So what we do is write a citation and say you got 3 days to be in court. And if you don't show up to court, the judge then enters a warrant for failure to appear, and then they will go to jail.
Okay, so I'm not there. I just know this.
Yeah.
How much work is needed on the house? So we still need the floors, the cabinets. The electricity ran like from the electric pole.
I think they're going to do that pretty soon.
Paint.
Juno Acres, good night. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yep. Good night.
Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock here, so we're fixing to sign off as well and get ready to start our busy, busy week. So,
Is that Leighton sleep talking?
yeah, he's sleep talking.
I consider the word snow almost to be a 4-letter word. Don't like shoveling.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us on this Monday night. It was awesome. And thank y'all so much for watching all of our videos and showing us all the love and support. If you are a member on the main channel, you should have a couple videos upload this week. Maybe one tonight. Maybe it's tomorrow. It just depends on after we do our walkthrough how tired I am tonight. So anyways, thank y'all so much for y'all's love and support. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Good night, guys.
Good night.